You are listening to the Rectify Gaming Podcast, episode number 47, and this is your host, TyBoy17. And once again, like every podcast seems like lately, it's been a while since we did a podcast. You know, we were planning on doing one right from LA from E3, but things happened. Adam couldn't make it with us, and things just don't go as planned sometimes when you go to an event and you want to do some things. But that's all right. We're back here in the middle of July with two people who never been on our podcast, but I've been on one of their podcasts, and this person's new to us, but knew about us for a while, but just recently joined us in June. But anyways, let's no further ado. Let's as they say, ladies first. Welcome Silver Soul X10 to the podcast, and who has been a writer for us for I want to say a little over a month now. How you doing, Silver?
Not too bad. How are you doing, Ty?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good in New York. Anyways, tell us about yourself. What games do you like? What do you like a lot about games? What well, I know you're a big Fallout fan, right?
Oh, big Fallout fan.
Yeah. So
big on RPGs.
Oh, what about do you like first-person shooters?
I love first-person shooters, especially military ones like Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Do you like Japanese games like on PlayStation 4, those knockoff Japanese titles from Nintendo, I like to say?
Shoot, Persona 5, actually any of the Persona games. We got Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda. If it's Japanese, I'll probably play it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3 now because of Toy Story World, but we'll talk about that a little bit later maybe. And from what I hear, you're going somewhere next month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that little thing called?
PAX West.
Whoa, what the fuck is that? We'll talk about it a little bit later. But anyways, on to the next guy who may sound a little bit tired. The guy from Seattle. His name goes by Damian Nash. He's from Geekologist Radio. What's up, man?
Not much, man.
Not that much.
Been up for a little around 36 hours, but I'm here.
So first off, tell us about yourself. What games do you like? What should we know about you? What should you warn us about us? I know you own a pig, so tell us about that.
Oh, shoot, I got two pet pigs, man. But they're
two.
It's funny though because they grew up around me playing Destiny. So anytime I play Destiny or a first-person shooter and they hear gunfire, they think that's cuddle time.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, but it's pretty cool. I actually was streaming once, and they one of them came over and flipped me.
Whoa!
When I was in the middle of a stream.
Oh, I see. I want to know what it's like to have a pet pig. But anyways, you're a Destiny guy, right?
Yeah, Destiny guy. Destiny. I've had a chance to play the beta a little bit. I won't go as far as to call this a beta. I'm gonna call this a very nice demo.
Exactly. I would say the same thing. The Destiny 1 beta provided more, but this provides what to expect in the story. We'll talk about we'll talk about this a little bit more. But the Destiny 2, I'm really looking forward to it. Day one, of course. I think I'm gonna no life it. But anyways, first off, Damien, I know Brandon has been on this podcast numerous times. Tell us about Geekologist Radio. You guys talk about TV shows and the movies called like Star Wars or something I never heard of.
Oh, yeah. Something that you keep saying you're gonna watch.
Oh, I'm watching it.
Yeah, I mean, Rogue One is actually on Netflix right now, so you really have no excuse. Just saying. But now we talk about movies. We actually have split our podcast up into two podcasts. We do our first one of the week is our TV. We call it Geekologist Radio NRQ. So that's talking about what we've seen recently, either in theater or what's in our queue for streaming and whatnot. We also go into Hype Train, and the Hype Train is where we talk about what's coming out, all that stuff within movies. But then the second part of our second episode we put out, which we put out on Wednesdays, is it's movie based or it's game based, and so that's whatever we've been playing, what we're looking forward to in the future. News that might be coming out recently or during that week time. And then we also because we have a third episode that we're doing right now. If you follow Game of Thrones, we are doing an episode on Mondays, and it releases Tuesday morning, that covers the most recent episode of Game of Thrones.
That Game of Thrones is boring. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Everything's boring. All these TV shows are boring. All I like to watch Shark Tank. But anyways, let's move on a little bit. Before we move on to E3 and everything, I have an announcement to make. I got Overwatch in the mail today. Perfect timing. And of course, as you can see on the video, it plays better on Xbox. But anyways, I'm looking forward to playing that later. Probably gonna stream it. Who knows? But yeah. So I got Overwatch, and now let's go on to E3. So E3 is over a month old. It's old, you know. So many events have happened. Evo, San Diego Comic-Con, RTX. Basically every weekend since E3, there's been an event going on. But I was at E3. Scott was at E3. Nick and Greg were at E3. And basically, what I want to talk about, what did we all like and hate about E3? And Silver, I want to ask you first. Out of all the conferences, what did you like a lot and what did you hate a lot?
You know what? I think my favorite had to be Xbox. You know, I'm a big Xbox fan. They really brought a lot to the table this year. I'm really excited about the One X. Biggest disappointment for me was Sony, and it wasn't even the games. It was they just showed a really long ass stream of trailers. They didn't tell us about the games or anything. It was just really impersonal, and I didn't like that.
Yeah, I would agree with that with the Sony conference. What about you, Damien?
I'm an Xbox fanboy. I mean, I've had all the systems, but my favorite thing has to be Anthem. That game looks amazing.
Oh yeah,
and it's in all the right spots.
For sure. And for what I liked and hated about E3, I liked, you know, I'll order my top 3 conferences / directs, which was Xbox, Nintendo, and Ubisoft. Were like, I would say Nintendo might be number 1. I think I said that on Twitter and everything, but because of Metroid Prime 4, basically. But Xbox conference was full of a lot of games. I thought they did it pretty well. They hyped it up pretty well. And I would say Sony's conference and Bethesda's conference, you probably didn't really need a conference. You could have done a direct like Nintendo. The only difference is there's a live crowd, and in a direct there isn't a live crowd. So there wasn't really any point of having an actual conference for either of them. So I'll say that much about that. And most of the games at Sony's conference felt like it was 2018 besides Destiny or something. I don't know. And yeah, that's where I gotta put it right there. I put EA's conference over Sony's, and that's not because I got into EA's conference and not Sony's. I mean, Sony has a dumb age restriction, so there's that. But anyways, E3. Another thing about E3 I hated. I had to talk about. Because when I was at E3 this year. This was like the first year they really allowed thousands of fans to come. I mean, Xbox always had the fan fest and everything, and this year they allowed 15,000 fan passes, which you had to buy $250 for. Now, I bet a lot of people out there are like, wow, that's awesome. I finally could go to E3. Well, the thing is, I was at E3 in 2016. Basically, you could say the last year for now that was only media. It was pretty empty. This year, there were lines going almost out the door to wait to go into the expo, and it's like, the first day was so crowded, I left like early, like after like 2 or 3 hours, because it was not like you couldn't do anything. Lines were too long, and it was just, it was. I think that they've got to lower down the quantity of the amount of tickets they gave away. It's cool to go to E3, but to be honest, I always view E3 as going as a website owner and someone that's been grinding, something that you should feel accomplished about going, not just like a microtransaction. You spend $250, you get in. But the thing is, like, we went as media, and of course you get some privileges and all that. But if they're gonna continue doing fan passes, my thing is you just have a media day if you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the fan pass ideas? Because you guys never been to E3. I want to know what it's like for an outsider's perspective.
Well,
For me, no, go ahead, Damien.
I was gonna say, from an outsider's perspective, it's nice that opportunity's there, but at the same time, it's with so many streams and stuff like that, the outsiders get sometimes more information delivered right to their console or their any streaming device. So it hinders your other outlets, like the media outlets that go there to get the information to be able to put their spin. So if you have a favorite media outlet you follow, having that many other extra bodies in the convention can hinder that outlet's ability to be able to get out to their people. So I'm kind of torn at it, because at the time when I wasn't writing and I wasn't involved as media, I would say, oh yeah, I would want the opportunity to go, but do the media side of things, I see that it would be better and it's more beneficial to everybody almost to only have media go to
Yeah.
E3.
I know, and you have all these events like PAX, San Diego Comic-Con, and everything. Going to the conferences is awesome too. I mean, that's like one of the best things about E3 to go to. And the thing is with having the fan pass is that a lot of executives don't want to go out as they did like in years past. Because like last year, I would see executives walk around a lot more than they did this year because of just fans like crowding them like crazy. And a lot of companies gave away less stuff this year, so that's another thing. So that's basically my take on E3, my whole experience there. I mean, other than that, I mean, we had a good time. I ate a full onion. So, I kind of ate a full onion. I kind of did.
You ate like 3/4 of it.
Oh, I had like 10 layers of that thing. So I don't know.
How big was the onion though? That's the thing.
It was huge. It was like it was like it was huge. Like it was like side of an ass cheek or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't do interviews after that, right? Because
No. I did no. That was like after the convention and everything. And that was after the convention and everything. The thing is though, that entire night I was sleeping and my breath smelled so bad and it was just terrible. But anyways, let's move on to the next thing. So San Diego Comic-Con, we've been talking about a little bit here and there, is this weekend. Things are going on right now. One of the things that'll be there is Crackdown 3, and Crackdown 3 shown off at E3 properly, and Terry Crews is going to be in it, and they're going to have a panel this weekend. I think it's Saturday 11 a.m. EST, I want to say, or PST. But I'm looking forward to Crackdown 3. Do you guys think Crackdown 3 could be a seller for Xbox this year?
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm buying it because it's good. I was always planning on buying it, but Terry Crews just like sold.
Yeah, Terry Crews was kind of the selling point for that. I mean, how can you not love him?
Yeah, I know.
Well, Terry Crews is like the ultimate geek. Like, have you seen any of the interviews like with his computer building?
His son is a big gamer too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what got him into gaming.
Yeah.
And so that in itself, and it's also the fact that my boys both really liked the Crackdown series.
Yeah, I think that could help sell more. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like, I think it can help sell more just because you have Terry Crews in there,
Because I mean, I'm gonna admit that the Crackdown 1, I don't know if I would have bought had it not had the Halo 3.
That's true too. Yeah, they shot the Halo 6 beta, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, not yet.
But I Crackdown 3 day one. Well, let me ask you this, both of you this: if it wasn't Terry Crews, they replaced Terry Crews with Steve Harvey, would you still buy it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That would be funny.
That really would be funny. Sorry if I'm loud.
I'm actually, the thing I'm mostly interested though, like, yeah, the open sandbox world will be fun to play in, but what's really got me interested is to see how the multiplayer full works.
Yeah,
that's what I am mostly interested in.
And so Joseph Staten's working on the story. Yeah, so that's But moving on, Telltale had a big weekend, big week, I guess you could say. I mean, it's not really the weekend yet at the time of this recording in July 20th. But Wolf Among Us 2 is happening. Batman season 2, and Walking Dead.
Is it the Walking Dead season, the final season?
I don't know.
I think that's what they're saying. It's the final season.
I think so.
I never got to play the Telltale Walking Dead games. I played a little bit of Wolf Among Us. I actually got to play more Telltale games.
Wolf Among Us is amazing.
I have it. I mean, I played a good amount of it. I just never finished it.
Yeah, it's a great one. So that one, I'm hoping that they, as long as they stick to the same formula as the original on the new engine, that one should be spectacular because the first one was just so well done, and it hit its paces really well, and it had replayability because of the different story decisions you could make.
Yeah, and I like that idea. The decisions you make, it has an effect almost like Life is Strange.
Yep.
Life is Strange. I'm looking forward to. That's like all I want to play this summer. And I'm getting the digital deluxe edition. You get like a bonus. What is this? Bonus episode or something like that.
Very cool.
And yeah, Life is Strange prequel is going to be great. August 31st, I'll be in Seattle. Too bad it's not coming on Nintendo Switch. Maybe I have to bring my Xbox One to the hotel room. Who knows? But I just love games like Life is Strange. Now that's what this generation I really like about is these type of games.
The choice and consequence games.
Yeah. I was surprised that I was gonna like that. I mean,
that's what I love so much about Until Dawn.
Yeah, I never played Until Dawn, but.
Dude, with me, my games have kind of evolved. Like if it's a survival game, I'm all about it. Like I love survival games and I love my horror games. And then I have particular FPSs and third-person shooters I'll play. But you give me survival or horror or combine the two, like Fortnite, and I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yeah,
Boom.
I love games like that.
Hell yeah. All right, so another thing from San Diego Comic-Con was Nazi zombies in Call of Duty World War II, and that looks pretty decent. I got to see a little bit of it because I just found out right before the recording of this. Damien got to take a look at it, and I hear he's pretty hyped for it. Right?
Yeah, like I've dodged the last couple Call of Duty games just because they didn't intrigue me, but seeing the way that they did zombies in this, like the game alone, I knew I was going to go. As soon as they announced that they're going back to World War II, I'm like, I'm in. No more jumping around spacesuits. Leave that to my Halo. Leave that to my others. My Destiny. Let me get back to the roots. And then to see the zombies trailer that they released, like zombies kind of it was fun, but it kind of got goofy. Well, they are bringing back the zombies and they're making the game scary again. And that's what they need to do, and it looks downright terrifying. I cannot wait to see how it plays out. It looks like you're playing a horror game, and I'm all in.
I agree, because zombies in the last title, it was so goofy and brightly colored, and it was almost like you were in a laser tag arena in the freaking 80s. It was just weird.
Yeah, I don't like the whole futuristic thing with Call of Duty at all. I know I haven't really played any of the latest Call of Duties because just the fact that futuristic, I know I'm not gonna really like it. I just don't like that idea. Call of Duty back in the day was World at War, Call of Duty 4.
Oh yeah.
I liked Black Ops 1 a little bit, but I'm getting World War 2. It's for sure. It's
48 players online.
I know.
That's going to be insane. 24 v 24.
Yeah. Rip Battlefield.
I've already got mine pre-ordered.
I didn't even get anything pre-ordered yet.
I
don't even have Destiny pre-ordered.
I got the deluxe edition pre-ordered. I got the cool flat bill hat.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're going all out.
Got my gamer tag embroidered on the side of it. It's badass.
Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice. All right. On to the next topic is another Activision title, and I feel like every time I do a podcast, I talk about Destiny in some damn way, and this time it's positive, but 90% of our podcasts have always been about Destiny. So anyways, let's talk about Destiny 2. Destiny 2's beta came out this week, closed the other day on PS4 and Xbox One. Can we still play it? Can the closed beta still be playable right now?
Until the 24th.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, I played the Destiny 2 beta for the first time yesterday, July 19th, 2017. And, it was pretty awesome. The story makes you want the game now. And, that was the problem with Destiny 1 is, like, what's going on? And,
yes.
The multiplayer felt nice. Strike felt nice. I feel like with Destiny 2, I'll be able to stick around longer, even if I take a break. The thing with Destiny 1 is I felt like I would have to no-life it if I wanted to stay with the crowd of my friends, like the light level and everything. Here's a fun fact for you all. So in the beta, they put you at 200 light. That's more light than I have in Destiny 1.
Ooh.
I have like 150 light in Destiny 1. So that tells you how much I really got, like...
Yeah, one of the things that I really, really am liking that they've done is originally in Destiny 1, they wanted classes to have particular weapons they were better. Each class had like a special weapon they were good with. Titans were going to be really good with shotguns. Warlocks were going to be really good with SMGs, and so on and so forth. Well, SMGs never got put into the game.
Yeah.
They're now in the game, and they're amazing. Like, I'm not a fan of the energy based, but the Warlock Elite, or not the Warlock Elite, but the Warlock Exotic, that they have in there, the exotic SMG, that thing wrecks at close range. Far, when you try to shoot distance, you might as well switch to a scout rifle, pulse rifle, or assault rifle. But up close, the SMGs are almost on par with the shotguns right now. So I mean, it's been pretty cool. Like I'm really digging it, and the lighting effects are amazing.
I don't get to play till tomorrow when the open beta comes out, but I definitely want to get on with you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it again, but the thing is I have too many games to play. Splatoon 2's coming. I just got Overwatch. So it's busy time. It's not that bad. And the thing is with Destiny 2, just enjoy it. Stop. I know it's a beta, you get feedback, but just stop complaining about stupid stuff. If there's a glitch, there's a glitch. If there's this or that, just stop complaining. If you didn't get a damn exotic, tough luck. Go grind some more or whatever. Okay, I don't know. So, oh man, we're going through this podcast pretty well, huh? All right. So the next thing is Gamescom, and Gamescom is in about a few weeks. I don't know the exact date. It's towards the end of August, mid to end of August, right before PAX. Gamescom is usually iffy when it comes to press conferences for Sony and Microsoft, and especially Nintendo. Nintendo won't do anything there anyway. I think it's been officially confirmed that Microsoft is not doing a conference, but they are having an event there that will most likely, I think it only makes sense that they announced the Xbox One X pre-orders, and I think they're going to announce more stuff for the Xbox One X. I think there's going to be more variety to choose from at launch, not just one edition, from what I heard months ago.
Yeah, it's supposed to be different.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think it's only black as well. The color, there's going to be more color choices at launch, from what I heard as well. A couple months ago on our source right before E3 that said Xbox One X is real, and he told us $449, which he meant the UK price. So we got that part wrong. I'm not sure what to expect from Sony besides maybe Destiny. I mean, they have PSX, so I don't think they're doing a conference at all.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
I just checked the date. Gamescom is August 22nd through 26th.
Yeah, so literally right before PAX, and that's in Cologne, Germany. So that's it's kind of far away. But anyway,
eventually we'll get a team there.
Eventually, yeah, unless someone wants to pay for my flight. I
gotta get your sponsors for, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm not expecting too much at Gamescom. I think there'll be a good amount of announcements. I don't know. I think Microsoft's gonna be like the only active company there.
I think so too.
Yeah, and from what I heard, Gamescom is like it's not even worth it to go to because besides the media, they actually have a day for media, which not E3 is probably gonna need. But the thing is about Gamescom is apparently there's so many people that you could barely walk, and like the lines are like hours long. Like I heard for Forza last year, it was like a 3-hour wait or something like that. It was terrible. Not even worth it, especially if, like, I don't know. I mean, unless you're media, of course, like we said earlier. But
sounds like my recent trip to Disney World.
Yeah, Disney. Yeah, I don't know. Gamescom this year, I don't think it's. I thought it was going to be exciting with Microsoft and the Xbox One X. Well, Project Scorpio. I'm just going to throw this question out there since there's nothing much to talk about with Gamescom. Is that do you think the Xbox One X was too hyped up with the Project Scorpio things on Twitter? I know, Damien, you've seen Twitter be crazy, right?
Oh yeah. No, I don't think it's too hyped up, man.
Me neither.
You've got to break down what you're getting out of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, the Xbox One X, it's a gaming PC.
Yeah.
And you're getting a gaming PC for a cheaper price than what a lot of people would be building. Like if you were to build the PC yourself, yeah, some people can get the parts and everything and build a really nice PC with that. But I mean, essentially, for what you're getting hardware-wise, you're on par with your price tag, and the price tag is something that's going to get you a lot of enjoyment. it's going to do things that you really want to.
Yeah.
Because I mean, here's the thing: we haven't even seen. We know the new avatars are coming.
Yep.
And
mixed reality too. Mixed reality's coming.
Yeah, because they teased.
What was that?
They teased with the avatars bringing back something that we used to have on the 360.
Hey, 1 versus 100, boys. 1 versus 100 on Xbox 360 was the best thing in the world.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Yes, Damien, you even know what it was. It was like, dude, I would go on Halo 3. I would go on Halo 3, and at night I would go on to do 1 versus 100 quick play or the live show, whatever. That was like the best damn game ever. If they brought 1 versus 100 back, rip Sony.
Yeah. Well, what they're bringing back is what they're doing is if do you remember that when Sony had their kind of like their avatar thing? It was,
oh my god, it was ugly.
Is that Xbox is doing something similar? If you remember, our avatars, we could go in and we could like share screen basically. Netflix.
Yeah,
so you could invite
dude,
into a party
I remember that. Yeah, I know. I like that. Why did they get rid? I was mad when they got rid of that. I was mad about that. I used to actually use that feature a lot of times to watch Netflix. Back when I actually watched some random ass movies and Drake and Josh.
Yeah, and so they've already showed that like in little cutscenes that they're bringing that feature back to where you could have your friends in like an apartment or something and then turn on the screen and you can use your streaming apps and play movies or whatever with your party, and it's your avatars. But they're bringing that kind of back. That's a sense of community. You don't necessarily have to game, and you don't need an Xbox One X necessarily to do that, but you know what, it's going to look prettier on Xbox One X, so why not?
I know. I think I made a decision that I don't know if I'm gonna get the Xbox One X at launch. Now I was planning on it, but the thing is, like when Halo 6 is revealed, they're gonna make a Halo 6 custom Xbox One X, and I don't want to be that guy. Hey, I want to trade in this console so I get this other console. I'm not like that. So I may hold off a little bit. I'm gonna get a 4K TV because I'm still using my glorious 720p television. So there's that. I don't know. I may hold off because there's some other things that I gotta buy. I gotta buy first, but spend money.
I just saw a
first.
nice. It was like a 40-inch Philips 4K TV for like $378.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad of a price.
With HDR.
The thing is, I'm traveling all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's why that's what they see games. The games cases need to update to 4K.
I know. I'm traveling all the time, man.
Well, I've got a 55-inch 4K, so I'm getting the Xbox One X on launch day for sure.
Damn.
Yep, I have a 55-inch downstairs. I'm getting the Xbox One X.
Look at these yuppies. God damn.
Hey, no, I went on. I got mine on Thanksgiving. Like everybody was passed out from tryptophan.
I got my PS4 on Thanksgiving and I barely play it.
I looked at my dad and I go, "Hey, let's go check out." Went to Walmart.
Yeah.
Went in through there and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't have any more of these TVs." Then this lady goes, "Hey, you have to go find the person," and they're in the dog food section. So I went and found this lady, like it was like hunting in a game, trying to find a puzzle. Found the lady, got a ticket, was able to pick up the game. But the thing is I had to drive 3 hours back up home with my kids all loaded in the car. So I'm like, no, you guys are gonna have to lay down. That's gonna have to drape over the top of you.
Hey, I want to complain about traveling in Seattle.
Oh God, Seattle sucks driving.
Why? Yeah, why? All the windy roads and everything.
Just it has bad traffic. Like
it does.
Really bad. Like not.
I mean, I've seen
like
some
LA
bad traffic over there, but no, LA traffic is just why. But
so glad I'm not renting a car while I'm there.
Yeah. The hills in Seattle are insane in the city. Like you when you're in a car, if you're in an Uber or something, you're like going up the hill. It's like you're looking up at the damn sky or whatever. Like, ugh.
Yeah, we got roads like that around here, but I live in the middle of a desert full of like in a canyon, so
yeah.
The city's like built in the middle of a damn canyon.
Yeah, I'm on a damn island, so. Alright. So, there's one more thing I want to... There's two more things. Well, the one more thing I want to talk about and put on the notes, because I think we could actually talk about this without looking at notes. It's PAX West is coming up in almost a month. So
5 weeks?
Yeah, there's about 8 of us going so far. I think there's about 8 of us going so far. I'm still waiting to hear back on some other people, so we might have over 10 people going. It's gonna be a good time. The biggest group we've ever brought to an event, and it's somehow in Seattle for PAX West. I don't know. It's a bit weird. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting these two scrubs right here, Silver and Damian Nash.
Oh, yeah, I got Silver just ordered. She ordered a set of radios.
Yeah,
I got a set of
yeah,
radios,
we'll have. Yeah, the reception sucks so bad in the convention center in Seattle, Washington, and that we have you get no reception on your phone, and we have to use walkie-talkie. So it's gonna be funny. I'm like, hey, you're a fucking, you're a fucking asshole. No, but yeah.
The other thing is that when you're going through the conference and stuff like that, if you come up and you got a press pass and you have that walkie-talkie showing,
yeah,
they'll come over and talk to you before they'll talk to anybody else, because
why?
It shows that you have experience.
You've done that before?
Yeah, it shows that it's not your it's not your first rodeo.
Hell yeah. So yeah, we'll be at PAX West. We'll talk more about PAX West as the days go on, as the weeks go on our podcast. Hopefully we'll have 50 episodes by then. And one thing I'm thinking about, guys, is having a live podcast in Seattle. That would be cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know where we would do it, but
one of the hotel rooms.
Yeah, that would be cool. So yeah, PAX West is going to be really fun. Vlogging, live streaming, all different kind of stuff. And thanks for coming on the cast, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look forward to it.
We'll do more of these with the 3 of us, I guess, next week or something. I don't know.
You let me know. You let me know the time, and then if we want to start to evolve it a little bit, change it up a little bit, maneuver around, make I'm.
You're what?
I'm all about getting in and actually, that's the first thing. Is if anybody's got anything that they want to hear on the podcast, if there's any changes that the listeners might be interested in, feedback.
Yes.
Message us. Let us know when you tell us what you want to hear about, what you want us to talk about, things you want covered. We'll do what we can to cover it for you. We'll maneuver things around and change it. And once we get it fine tuned, just let us know. Hey, you're there. You got it. And we'll run with it.
Yep. Let us know on SoundCloud, iTunes, or our Twitter, Facebook, MySpace. No, I'm just kidding about that. Yeah, this is going to be on YouTube as well. So make sure to comment anywhere. And I'm working on some other things for the podcast. We have an intro coming, like a special intro and probably an outro eventually being made soon by someone. And we'll also have a Square Station podcast, which is an exclusive PlayStation podcast, which we have the crew for, and we'll be starting soon. But anyways, we're gonna close this podcast out with Linkin Park, because Chester, I can't say his last name, Bellington passed away today. He hung himself on Chris Cornell's birthday. But we're gonna play some Linkin Park at the end of this, and remember, guys, stay rectified.
No blood.